Nehemiah chapter 4. ويهي كأثر مع صنبلات كي نحن بونيم اتهاهما ويحر له ويخعش حربه ويلعق على اليهوديم. And it was when Sanballat had heard that we were building the wall, and it was provocation to him, and he was vexed greatly, and he railed upon the Yehudim. He mocked the Yehudim. وَيُهْمَرْ لِفْنَي خَيُّ, and he said before his brothers, وَحِلْ Shomron, and the army of Shomron. وَيُهْمَرْ, and he said, Maha Yehudim ha melalim oshim. What are these feeble Yehudim doing? Hayyazafu lahem hayyadbahu hayyakallu bayom. Is it that it is loosed for them? Is it that they shall leave for them? Is it that they shall sacrifice? Is it that they shall finish in a day? Hayyakallu bayom. Hayyahayu etahahabanim me'aremotaha he'afar. Wehemma sharupot. Is it that they shall make living the stones from the heaps of the ash of the dust, and they are burned? With Tobiah ha'Ammoni ethlo, and Tobiah the Ammoni was beside him. Wayomer gama atrahem bonim im ya'la shu'al waparat homat havnehem. And he said, also what they are building, if a fox goes up, he will break the wall of their stones. Shema Elohenu ki hayinu buza. Hear, our God, for we are despised. Waha theb herapatham el rosham, and return their reproach upon their head. With the name of Levizah beherash shivya, with the name, and give them Levizah for a spoil, beherash shivya, in the land of captivity, وَهَلْ تَكَسَّ عَلَى عَوَونَامْ, and do not cover upon their iniquity. وَحَتَهَاتَامْ مِلَّفَانَكَ, and their sin from before thee. أَلَتِمَّهَ, let it not be blotted out. Ki hikaisu lenegad habbonim, because they have caused provocation before the builders. وَنِبْنَا etahahoma, and we built the wall. وَتِقَاشَرَ كُلَّ هَهُمَا عَلَى هَثِيَاهِ, and we joined together, we bound up all the wall as far as its half. وَيَهْيَ لَبْ لَعَامْ لَعَشُوتْ, and there was a heart to the people to effectuate. وَيَهْيَ كَأَثْرَ شَامَ أَسَمْبَلَّتْ وَتَوْبِيَا وَهَا عَمُّونِيم وَهَا أَشْتُودِيم كي عالتا الروكا لحوموت يروشاليم كي هحلو حبروثيم لحساتيم ويحر لاهم مود. And it was when Sanballat heard and also Tobiah and the Arabim and the Ammonim and the Ashdodim, that the restoration for the wall went up, for the wall of Jerusalem, that the breaches began to be to be stopped up. It was provocation to them exceedingly. وَيِقَشَّرُوا كُلَّامِ, and they conspired, all of them, Yahdao, together, لَابُوهْ لِهِلَّهِمْ بِيَرُوشَالَيْم, to come to make war in Jerusalem, وَالْعَشْرَةُ لَو تُوعَى, and to effectuate for them a wandering or confusion, وَنِتَّ, or to effectuate for it a confusion. وَنِتَّپَلَّلْ Elohenu, and we prayed to our God. وَنَعْمِدَ مِشْمَارَ عَلَيْهِمْ يَوْمَامَ وَلَيْلَ مِبْنِهِمْ, and we stood a watch against them day and night from before them. وَيُهْمِرْ يَهُودَا كَاشَلْ كُوهْ حَسَبَّالْ, and Yehuda said, the strength of the burden bearer is stumbling. وَهِعَفَارْ harbe, and the dust is excessive. وَنَحْنُ لَا نُوكَلْ, and we are not able لِبْنَوْتَ بَحُومَا, to build in the wall. وَيُهْمِرُ ثَرَّيْنُ لَا يَدْعُ وَلَا يَرَهُ عَدَهَتْ رَنَابُ هِلَتُوكَامْ وَحَرْغَنُومْ, and our oppressors said, they shall not know and they shall not see until when we come into their midst, and we shall kill them. وَهِشَبَعْنُ etahammalahaka, and we shall cause the work to cease. وَيَحْيَكَهَتْرَبَاهُ هَيَّهُدِيمَ هَيَّوْتَبِيمَ إِسْلَامَ, and it was when the Yehudim, those dwelling beside us, came. وَيُهْمِرْ لَانُ عَشْرَ بَعَامِيمْ مِكُلْ هَمْقُومُوتَ أَتْرَ تَاثُوبُ عَلَيْنُ, and they said to us 10 times from all the places where they went, from all the places, what, that ye must return upon us. Maybe they were saying to come and save us from these guys. وَعَمِيد, and I stood مِتَحْتِيوت لَمَّا قَوْم, from the lowest parts for the place. مَيَخَرَيْ لَحْوْمَا, from behind the wall. I made stand بَثِحِيهِمْ, in the shining places. وَعَمِيد اتَهَعَامَ لَمِشْپَاهُوت, and I made stand the people by family, by families. إِمَحَرَبُوتِهِمْ رُمَحِهِمْ وَقَشْتُوتِهِمْ, with their swords and their spears and their bows. وَهِرْ وَهَقُمْ وَهُمَرْ إِلَهَحُورِيمْ وَإِلَهَسِّغَانِيمْ وَإِلَيَتَرَهَعَامْ, and I looked and I rose up and I said to the nobles and to the princes, rulers, and to the rest of the people, Alatirahu mipnehem, don't ye be fearing from before their faces. Et Adonai Hagadol Hanorah the Koru. The Lord, the great and the fearful one, remember ye. Wihilahmu ala achechem, benechem ubenotechem, nethechem wavatechem. And war ye on account of your brothers and your sons and your daughters and your women and your houses. ويهيك الرشام o yevenu kina the alanu. And it was when our enemies heard that it was known to us. Wayapur ha Elohim et atatham. And the God had frustrated their counsel. Wanathob kulanu elahoma. And we returned, all of us, to the wall. Isha malaakator, a man to his work. Wayahya min hayom hahu hatia nagarai. Oshima bam malaka. Wahatiyam mahziqim. Waharramahim hamaginim. Wahakashatot. Wahashiryonim. Wahasharim achare kol bet Yehuda. And it was from that day, half of the servants were effectuating in the work, and their half were holding also spears, shields, and bows, and coats of mail. And the rulers were behind all the houses, every house of Yehuda. Habonim bahoma, the one building in the house, in the wall. Hanoshim basebel, and the one lifting the burdens. Omashim, were loaded ones. Ba'achat yado, with one hand, Osher bammalaka, effectuating in the work. Wa'ahad mahzakat hashalah, and one hand grasping the weapon. Wahabbonim yishaharabo, asurim alamotnayu, wabonim. And the builders, a man his sword being tied upon his loins, his waist, and he was building. Wahato bashofar ethali, and the one blowing by the shofar was beside me. Wahomar elahahorim wa elahasaganim wa elayetaraha'am. And I said to the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, Hamalahaka harabe urahaba. The work is great and broad. Wahanahnu nifradim. And we are separated. Alahahoma, upon the wall. Rohokim ishame achiu, a man from his brothers. Bimaqom atartishma'u etqol hashopar. Thamma tibqa bathu elenu. In the place where ye hear the voice of the shofar, to there ye shall gather to us. Elohenu yillahim lanu. Our God will fight for us. Wahanahnu oshim bammalahaka. And we were working in the work. Wahethiyam mahziqim barramahim. And half of us were holding spears. Me'alot hashahar, from the going up of the dawn. Ad shet hakochavim, until the going out of the stars. Gamaba et hahi hamarti la'am, isha wana'aro, yalinu b'tok Yerushalem. Also in that time I said to the people, a man and his lad, his servant, let them overnight in the midst of Yerushalem. Wahayu lanu halayla mishmar, and they shall be for us in the night a watching. Wahayom malahaka, and in the day work. Wehenahani wa achai una'arai wa anashe hamishmar atra acharai. En anahnu poshitim begadenu. And there was not me, or my brothers, or my servants, or the men of my watching, or the men of watching, which were after me. There was not us stripping off our clothing. Isha shilahu bamayim. A man, his weapon, the water.